Hi freshmen, now is the time to sign up for your sophomore classes for next year. I will be in your English class after you watch these videos to answer any questions that you still might have. Throughout these videos, I'm going to talk about the required classes that you need, the electives that you get to choose from. I'm going to show you some sample schedules. We're going to talk about planning ahead if you would like to, and then there will be a video showing you how to enter your selections into Skyward. I would encourage you to take notes along the way. Before I get started, I just want to show you the course description guide, which can be found on salemhigh.com. I'm going to be mentioning the classes that you're required to take and your electives, but I won't spend a whole lot of time explaining what those classes are, but I'm going to show you where to find that description. So on salemhigh.com, if you click on Student Services and then go to the course description guide, here is where you will find a list of all the classes that we offer at Salem High, along with a description. You can search or you can scroll. It is up to you. But here it will show you a description of all the classes that we offer. So let's talk about your required classes. You will all be enrolled in an English, a math, and a science, PE or weightlifting, and a social studies if you did not take one your freshman year. If you're currently in a social studies, you do not have to take a social studies class next year unless you just want to. Then you will be choosing electives. Those of you who are in English 13 right now, you will go to English 23 next year. Those of you in English 11 will go to English 21 next year. And those of you who are in Honors English 1 right now will go to Honors English 2. For math options, your math teacher has probably already talked to you or will be talking to you about your math placement for next year. We do have some different math options for students to take, but this recommendation will be given to you. For science, again, we encourage you to talk to your science teacher. Ask us if you have any questions. Look at the course description guide to see what science class best fits you. Those of you who are in Science 1 right now, you will go to Lab Science next year. However, if you're in Lab Science currently, you do have some options for your science class next year. Those of you in biology, you also have options. Those of you who are in Honors Bio will go to Honors Chemistry next year, and you have the option to take Bio 2 or Human Bio along with Chemistry if you would like to. It is not required. Only the Honors Chemistry is required, but if you would like to take additional science classes, you can. If you are currently in biology right now and you have very high science grades along with very high math grades, you could also double up in chemistry or Bio 2 or Human Bio if you wish. However, this is not required, and I encourage you to talk to your science teacher and your counselor if you are thinking about doing this. Everyone is required to take PE or weightlifting unless you are exempt for the following reasons. If you have a medical exemption from a doctor, we will need that note on file. In this case, you will choose an elective in place of PE. For band students, you have the option to exempt out of PE for first semester only if you wish. So second semester, you would be going into PE and band both. If you are in a sport, you can be exempt from PE during the semester that your sport is in season only. However, I would recommend you talking to your coach and getting this approved. Most coaches want their students in weightlifting. So again, I would just run this by your coach if you are thinking about taking a PE exemption due to sports. Those of you who are going to take a PE exemption will need this form on file. This form can be found on our website, or you can stop by Student Services in room 212 to pick this form up, fill it out, and it must be returned. Like I said, social studies is required freshman or sophomore year. You may take a history both years if you want to, but you are not required to do so. So those of you who have not had social studies as a freshman, you will have to pick world geography or world history next year. Those of you who are in a history, you may choose to take an extra history sophomore year if you want, but it is not required. Driver's education is not a requirement. However, I want to mention it as an elective now because I know it's so important to freshmen. So if you are currently in driver's ed classroom this semester, you will take behind the wheel this summer. So as you're entering your classes into Skyward, you will enter SUBTW in Skyward as an extra class. You may want to write this down. If you have not had driver's ed classroom this semester, or you didn't complete it, or if you did not pass it, then you will take it in the fall as an elective. You will enter DRCL1 and DRBW2 in Skyward if you have not taken or completed the classroom. If you will be signing up for driver's ed in the fall, please do not sign up to take a study hall. Driver's ed is not an entire semester long, it's a quarter long, so therefore we move students to study hall when it is completed. This ends the segment of the required courses, and next we will look at electives.